Sports.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Foxcroft Academy as we get set for high school basketball tonight here on Eastern Maine Sports. For one team, the last game of the regular season, and for another, the second to last game of the regular season. It's the Foxcroft Academy Ponies and the Orono Red Riots. I'm Toby Nelson, joined in the broadcast by Peter Murray, and Coach should have a good one on our hands tonight here, as right now it's the number 4 and 7 teams in the Class C standings trying to move up as the season comes to an end.
Well, and everybody's trying to jockey a little bit for position, and everything starts to get a little bit more solidified as to who's where and what exactly the matchups are going to be. But there's still the ability for some movement. But these two teams are, one thing we know for sure is they're both going to be in the tournament. They're two tournament teams, and they're two quality teams. Veteran teams, you might say, and so expect a good game here tonight.
Let's talk about Foxcroft Academy. They come in with a 13-4 record off a win over Holton the other day, 81-48. Coach Charles Beal and his crew, they've been able to put together a really solid season. They've got good inside presence, good outside presence, handle the ball pretty well, and they're a good defensive club as well.
Well, I mean, in the defense is really what stands out. I mean, that's really when they're playing well, their defense is generating offense for them. But you're right, they can score at all three levels, so they can hit the three, they can shoot the mid-range jumpers, and they have post play if they need it in multiple facets, so they can hurt you in a lot of different ways.
On the flip side, the Orono Red Riots, when we saw them play Foxcroft earlier this year, they were down a man as Brady Hughes was out, but he's back. And for Coach Ed Catali, he's got his core group back, so he feels they're playing probably their best basketball of the season.
Well, if you asked Coach Beal tonight and said, how do you think it would impact the game tonight if Lennon McAfee couldn't play? And he's going to, his eyes would get big as saucers, because it would have a major impact. You can't lose a player of that caliber, and Brady Hughes is that player for Orono. So they played without him, and, I think at the end of the season, people was, Coach Catola and people at Orono were saying, we're finally getting the team together here. It's taken 2/3 of the season to get the actual starting lineup together without being injured or sick or some kind of a reason. And they're a dangerous team, and they're a team that nobody wants to play first round of the tournament, that's for sure.
Should be a great game here this evening as we look forward to Foxcroft Academy and Orono. Hammond Lumber Company is our presenting sponsor. They're a fourth-generation family-owned company with over 900 dedicated employees across 22 locations in Maine and New Hampshire. A trusted building supply, service, and materials company in Maine, serving the industry since 1953. Let's take a time out on our pregame show, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this one and get you set for a big night of high school basketball. Foxcroft.
Sweatshirts, jackets, hats, baby clothes, and much more. Get your Eastern Maine Sports merch at www.bonfire.com/store/Eastern-Maine-Sports or at easternmainsports.com. Wide selection of items available, with more being added frequently.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
and softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience. From batting cages to advanced technology, Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition. Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity, protein, and so much more. Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
Hungry for seafood? Anglers has you covered, from fried clams to lobster rolls, and all your Maine favorites. Visit anglersseafoodrestaurant.com for our full menu. Maine fans know, it's always Anglers time.
Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today.
Hungry? Governor's has you covered. Breakfast before the game, dinner after the buzzer, and dessert anytime. Dine in, grab it to go, or get it delivered with DoorDash or the Governor's app. Visit governorsrestaurant.com for more information.
Back at Foxcroft Academy, Toby Nelson along with Coach Peter Murray as we get set for high school basketball this evening, Foxcroft Academy and Orono. So, Coach, at this point, we've talked about the two clubs, but you're getting down for Foxcroft. It's their final game of the regular season. They're 13-4, and for Orono, just a couple of games left. So, what are you telling your kids now at this point when you get down to these with this end of season situation?
Well, you want to play like you got to play in the tournament. So situational basketball as the game progresses from the opening tip all the way to the end. I mean, time and score, and how are we going to handle all these situations? What are we going to do at the end of quarters? What are we going to do at the end of the half? What's our play at the end of the game? If it's close, if we're behind, what are we doing? You go through all the scenarios, and because when you get to Bangor, you don't know what's going to happen. You could find yourself 20 points ahead or 20 points behind, and you have to have an answer. And it's not something you draw up on the sideline of the cross center. It's something you practice right here in your home gym. So I have a feeling that's a lot of what's going on here. Probably be a scrimmage or something in between here in the tournament, but that's not really the same as live game action. So this is your last chance to put it all out there on the floor, and obviously for the seniors here at FA, they want to send them out on a high note, and so you got everybody pulling in the same direction for that too. So.
Yeah, you talk about that for both of these clubs, actually. Now, Orono, if they stay 7, they would have a play-in game next week. But for Foxcroft Academy, they're going to be in the top 4. they're not going to play until it would be like 2 weeks from tomorrow before they play. So that's a long stretch, 14 days off.
Well, and it all depends on how the next game goes. If they win, they say that break was the best thing that ever happened for us. If they lose, they say it was too much time off. That's what people have said for years. And I'm saying, you find ways to fill it. You bring people into your gym. You might have alumni in your community that are willing to come in and throw a different look at you or something just to change it up. Because at this point in the season, you're 45 practices deep. And practices can get old if you're practicing the same thing over and over again. And, the idea is to just try to, as a coach, the challenge is to try to keep it fresh.
Looking at the standings right now in boys Class C, Caribou is number 1, Fort Kent 2, Mattanock 3. I mentioned FA, they're 4. Washington Academy 5, Sumner 6, Orono 7, Calais 8, Bucksport 9, and Dexter 10. But there's a few teams on the outside looking in, and those these standings that I just gave you will probably be different come Thursday night when everything's all said and done.
Well, I think the Dexter Tigers' next game is against Central, one of the teams on the outside looking in. So if that game was to go to Central, they may hopscotch, and Dexter would be on the outside looking in. Central might be the last team in. So there's still movement. It's going to go right down to the last night, and people will be, burying that MPA website trying to get a look at those heel points to see just exactly how it's going to finish.
Yeah, Thursday night is the final night of the regular season. We look forward to seeing what's coming tournament-wise. One more broadcast for us here on Eastern Maine Sports. Speaking of Thursday, we'll be in Dexter for Dexter PCHS boys. That'll be our final regular season broadcast on Eastern Maine Sports. We'll take one final time out of the pregame show. We'll come back and meet the starters. It's Foxcroft Academy in Orono here on Eastern Maine Sports.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Back at Foxcroft Academy, we're going to get the starting lineups in just a moment, and just so it's not too weird, yep, I'm the one doing the starting lineups here in the gym tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Foxcroft Academy for tonight's boys basketball game between the visiting Red Riots from Orono High School and your Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Foxcroft Academy and Orono are both proud members of the Penobscot Valley Athletic Conference, and we value sportsmanship. We ask you to please cheer positively for the players involved and enjoy tonight's basketball game. Now let's meet the starters for this contest. First for the visiting Red Riots. A senior, number 12, Brody Hughes. Junior, number 20, Johnny Jones. A senior, number 30, Bergen Soderberg. Senior, number 44, Matt Allen. And a freshman, number 52, Will Mitchell. Red Riots are coached by Ed Catala. He's assisted by Ryan Charette. And now the starting lineup for your Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Starting at guard, a senior, number 2, Beckham Aid. A senior forward, number 11, Lucas Sands. Senior forward, number 21, Lennon McAfee. Another senior forward, number 35, Landon Smith. And starting at center for Foxcroft, a junior, number 14, Aiden Sickler. The Ponies are coached by Charles Beal. He's assisted by Drew Dankert, Tony Heel, and Danny White. Our officials for tonight's basketball game are Mr. Thornton, Mr. Hart, and Miss Purse. Before our national anthem this evening, we pause for a moment to remember one of Foxcroft Academy's own. Last Wednesday, Melissa Curry Byther from the class of 2003 passed away after a long and courageous battle with cancer. For many years, she and her family served as dorm parents here at Foxcroft Academy, helping our boarding program where they provided care and support to countless students. Melissa's kindness and warmth touched the entire FA community, and her presence will be deeply missed. We extend our thoughts and condolences to her husband, Chris, her daughter, Emma, from the class of 2025, and all of her family and friends, many of them that are here this evening. This is where she would want us to be tonight, cheering on her beloved Ponies. So before we begin tonight's basketball game, we take a moment of silence to remember Melissa. And now we ask you to all stand as the Foxcroft Academy Band, under the direction of Mr. Josh Guthrie, plays our national anthem. Starting lineups, we're ready to tip this one off tonight. Foxcroft Academy and Orono as the Ponies 13-4. The Red Riots coming in here with a 10-6 record. Chris Thornton, Gail Purse, and DJ Hart are officials this evening, and pretty good crowd in here tonight for a Monday evening. Yep, very well. I think people understand. Number one, it's the last game here in FA, and the importance of these games at the end, so people want to see some good basketball. And you mentioned the officials, tournament crew. These are three that you're going to see in the Cross Center for sure in a couple weeks. So for the Ponies, it's Aid, Sands, Sickler, McAfee, and Smith. For the Red Riots, Hughes, Jones, Soderberg, Allen, and Mitchell. It'll be Mitchell and Sands jumping center here in this one as we'll tip it off at 7:05 this evening. As the opening tip of this one, tip towards the sideline. It'll be taken by Foxcroft Academy, so the Ponies will have it on the offensive end. Here's Aiden Sickler for Foxcroft Academy. He's picked up and guarded by Johnny Jones. So Sickler comes off to Landon Smith along the left side for Foxcroft as the Orono Red Riots settle up in their defense. Down low, Sands. He's got Allen on him, goes up. The ball's going to be jumped up, and the possession arrow favors Orono. Good defensive stand there for the Red Riots.
Well, I mean, they had him on both sides, and I think it was the guy behind him that actually ended up with a jump ball. Both teams probably going to see a lot of half-court man-to-man here early on. You might see a few change-ups later, but just solid half-court man-to-man.
Brady Hughes with it for the Red Riots. He did not play in the first contest between these two clubs. He was still injured. Kick out to the corner with Jones. Jones gives it back now. Hughes on the baseline, picked up by Sickler. It's Mitchell. He's just a freshman, driving, gives it on the baseline to Matt Allen. Rainbow shot from the baseline. That one's good for Allen. First 2 points of the game.
Well, a nice patient first possession for Orono. Didn't rush anything or hurry anything. Ended up with a wide open 10-footer.
2-0. It's Foxcroft Academy trailing the Red Riots in the early going. With it on the near side, Landon Smith for Foxcroft. Gives it to McAfee on the left side corner. McAfee drives baseline, spins on the lane, puts it up and in. So the senior playing his final game here at Foxcroft, and he gets a bucket.
Now both teams are going to be, Foxcroft's going to be paying a lot of attention to Hughes, and Orono's going to be paying a lot of attention to McAfee. But you can't, they're not just one-man teams. They got a good balanced roster on both sides, so other people can hurt you.
This is Jones, tries three, skims the front rim, no good. Rebound taken off by Beckham Aid of Foxcroft. Aid up along the near side, tip from behind, tries to maintain control. It's knocked out of bounds off the Red Riots with 6:27 to play here in the first quarter. Toby Nelson, Peter Murray with you. Colton Coro on camera tonight. Kelsey Limoges is our producer. We appreciate all their hard work behind the scenes. Here's McAfee for Foxcroft. Steps back, tries three, around the rim and off. And is taken out by the Red Riots. Hughes pushes down court, gives it in the corner. Soderberg for three, swish.
Well, Soderberg and McAfee are two people you can't leave them open because they can drain the three with regularity, so that'll be a contest between the two of them.
Here's Sands, gets free along the baseline, lays it up, no good. As Smith tries to maintain control, he slides down, it goes out of bounds. Landon Smith getting a start here for Foxcroft, gives them a lot of energy off the bench. So he's getting a start here tonight for Coach Charles Beal. Ponies show a little bit of pressure. It's Jones in the backcourt. Aid will pick him up. We're 2 minutes into the first quarter, a 5-2 Orono lead. Hughes through the lane, shot blocked away. Aid takes it out. Doesn't really have numbers here. Fires it down inside to Smith. Tries to give it back to Aid, thrown away. Down court to Hughes. He's going to catch and save it in to Jones. Jones to Soderberg. Gives it back to Jones. Steps in, kicks out to Mitchell. Mitchell with the drive, gathers, goes up with a left hand, shot no good, fight for the rebound, pulled down by Smith, the Foxcroft. Into the front court, Lennon McAfee for the Ponies, guarded by Soderberg, screen set for him. Soderberg going step for step, the shot comes up short for McAfee and out of bounds. Landon Smith diving for it, it goes out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Orono Red Riots. A lot of intensity out there for both these clubs.
No doubt, and that's what Landon Smith does for FA. That's just all hustle there, just gritty work. Now we're going to get a sub, maybe a little bit more of an offensive player coming on the court. Give another option to the FA.
Ivo Dinev checking in for Foxcroft, so he's a senior. He'll check in for the Ponies. As Smith goes to the bench. Soderberg for Orono at the free throw line, gives it off to Jones. Now Mitchell, step back, Mitchell three, that's too hard. Rebound to Sands. Sands pushes for Foxcroft Academy. Gives it off to Dinev. Sands, a very versatile player. He can play inside out, handles the ball well. Strong kid. Sickler for the Ponies as Jones comes out to pick him up. 4:40 to go in the opening quarter. Here's Dinev now with Sands. Sands works off the dribble, backs his way down, kick out to Sickler. Sickler swings it up top, nobody home, and he throws it away.
I think he thought that somebody was going to be there. So I don't know whether or not he thought wrong or whether his teammate was supposed to be there and wasn't. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. At the end of the day, it's a turnover.
So it's turned over, and the ball goes back to Orono. Mitchell off in the corner. Goes down low, looking for Allen, tipped away by Sands, comes right back to Mitchell. Mitchell floats it up, it goes awry, but it comes back down to the Red Riots. Here's Allen in the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Mitchell floats it up too hard, and Sands pulls it down for Foxcroft. Those are the shots the Red Riots are going to want back.
Yeah, they're going to need those. They're going to make those.
Sands is going to be called for the player control foul. I think he lifted his knee. And with that being the case, a player control foul on Foxcroft. So it's turned over. The ball goes back to the Red Riots with 3:55 to go here in the opening quarter. Down the lane, blocking foul. It's going to be on Sickler. So Sickler picks up a quick foul. Here's Allen. As the floater, the shot put up and in. That one's good by Brady Hughes. He could live on that all night long.
Well, it's funny how, he for the Orono Red Riots and McAfee for FA, they're quirky in how they can score. They can score just straight up, shoot the ball, but they also have all those little playground moves, that are pretty effective for both of them.
7-2 in favor of the Orono Red Riots. Here's Sands, backs his way down, puts the shot up and in, and it's going to be a flop called on Orono. Allen's going to get called for the flop. The basket's going to count. So that's a violation, but the basket counted, so it didn't matter anyway.
But it will matter the next time.
That's right, it will. That's a warning now. That's a team warning, correct?
Correct.
So if it happens again, it would be a technical foul, no matter who does it.
Well, it's just a part of the game that, people are trying to clean up across the country. People going down without any contact, or offensive players acting as if they've been mugged when they've hardly been touched. Just try to get that stuff out of the game.
So Sands with his first points of the game makes it a 7-4 Orono lead. Hughes, floater, puts it up and in. He turned and got away from his defender. Hughes able to put the shot up and in. He is a huge difference maker for this Red Riot team.
No question about it.
Lennon McAfee for Foxcroft. Team trails it by 5. McAfee gives it back up top to Sickler. Fires it down inside. Sands came free, but the ball's going to be stolen away by Allen. Stepped out of bounds. Can't allow Sands to roam free underneath the basket like that.
Yeah, you're playing with fire if you do that.
Ponies to inbound. Sickler gets it in to Dinev. He's open, lays it off the glass and in. So Ivo Dinev with his first points of the game makes it 9-6 in favor of Orono. Hughes has got it with 2:35 to go in the opening quarter. Hughes now with Mitchell. As LaBelle just checked in the game, here's Allen, foul line, pop, got it to go. That Allen with 4 first quarter points, 11-6 in favor of the Red Riots. Here's Dinev for Foxcroft. Now with Sands. Isaiah Ugbaro now in the game for the Ponies. Dinev, corner 3, swish. So many weapons for this Pony team.
No, absolutely. They can hurt you in a lot of different ways, inside and out.
Red Riots leading it by 2. Here's Hughes. Leans in from the foul line. Shot too hard off the back rim. Sands pulls down the rebound. Ponies can tie on this possession. Into the front court, it's Sands. Allen on him. Pulls up. Foul line pop. Back rim no good. Hughes with the board.
And I think Orono's going to live with that.
Soderberg for 3 off the back rim. No good. Allen, the tip up. Can't get it to go. A little too hard. And it's pulled down by Sickler. Sickler with Dinev top of the key for the Ponies. Down the lane, a little runner, shot no good. Rebound taken out by Allen, a little out of control for Dinev. Down court, Soderberg wants another 3, comes up short. Rebound to McAfee, so 1 and done for the Red Riots.
Up and down we go.
McAfee has it stripped, knocked away and stolen. Stolen out by Hughes, and Soderberg picked it up.
I'm not even going to mention them holding it for one shot because you know that's not going to happen.
Here's Hughes off to LaBelle, who just kicked in the game. Up top, we get a whistle. Pushing foul. Foul goes on. That's on Lucas Sands off the ball. That's going to be his second.
Might want to think about getting him out of there.
If you're Orono, you want to go right at him now. Allen off in the corner. LaBelle steps in for three. Shot no good. Sands skies for the rebound. Pulls it down for Foxcroft. 38 seconds to work with here in the first quarter. Dinev down low. Ugbaro. Ugbaro quickly double team. He got free. Lays it up and in and draws the foul. Covered a lot of ground there that time.
No, just patient, and he kept his foot on the ground and just kept turning the circle till he got on the inside of the man and then laid it in with the foul. So, chance for a three-point play.
So Will Mitchell called for the foul. Good body control by Ugbaro as Sands checks out, White checks in. .31 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We're tied at 11. As the free throw for Ugbaro is no good. So he missed the foul shot. Rebound comes down to Orono. Here's Soderberg. Down to 19 seconds to play. First quarter. Hughes has got it. Hughes holds with 10. And a foul on Foxcroft. Is that Ugbaro off the ball? It's only the fourth team foul. So Ugbaro's first. Fourth on the team, 7 seconds to play here in the first quarter. LaBelle to inbound for Orono. Into Hughes with 7. Hughes gets around him, kicks it out to the corner. The kick out, they got to go. LaBelle for 3, that's short. And the first quarter in the books here from Foxcroft Academy. After 1 quarter of play, Foxcroft 11, Orono 11. We're back with second quarter action right after this.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Rep Eastern Maine Sports with official merch made for real fans. Grab yours now by scanning the QR code on screen and wear the brand that brings the action live.
Eastern Maine Sports.
Back at Foxcroft Academy, Toby Nelson along with Peter Murray as we get set to start the second quarter. Nothing decided yet, Coach. 11-11 going to the second.
Well, but it was pretty entertaining. I mean, there was a lot of athleticism out there on the court for both teams, so fun basketball, fun to watch, and I'm sure it's fun to play.
Here's Sickler for Foxcroft as we start the second quarter of play. Tied at 11, the Ponies and the Red Riots. Hunter Stevens drives along the baseline, goes up with a shot. It's short. Rebound pulled down by Allen of Orono. Gives it off to Brady Hughes. Hughes to Allen, now Soderberg. And the handoff back to LaBelle. LaBelle, one of the talented freshmen for Coach Ed Catala's bunch. Hughes has got it, Sickler on him. Hughes picks it up, and a 5-second violation called on Orono. So it's turned over and the ball goes back to the Ponies. Foxcroft front court, Ivo Dinev. So Ugbaro in the ball game. He's at the high post right now for Foxcroft. Floater, shot off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. As it comes down to Stevens, he puts it up no good and draws the foul. Tell you what, a lot of contact in this one.
Yeah, they're kind of letting him bang down there under the basket. I thought that was going to be an over the back foul at first, but they let that go, and then Foxcroft able to get the rebound and get fouled on the putback.
At the free throw line, Hunter Stevens to shoot 2 here. Stevens yet to score in the game. Just starting here in the second quarter is the first free throw around the rim and off, no good. He'll get one more. Tied at 11 with 7:12 to play in the first half. And the second free throw here for Stevens. That one is good. Gives the Ponies the lead here at 12-11 Foxcroft. Soderberg for Orono. Guarded by Dinev, hands it off to Hughes. Hughes, nice pass inside to Allen. Gathers, lays it up and in.
He draws so much attention. You know, you have to go to him or else he's going to score. So it does open up teammates. He's the kind of guy that it's fun to play with him because he's going to find you if you're open.
Here's Stevens down the lane. His shot no good. Foul on Allen of Orono. So that'll send Stevens back to the free throw line for a couple. So Hunter Stevens to shoot 2 with 6:49 to play in the first half. Again, for Foxcroft, their final game of the regular season. Orono will play at Old Town on Wednesday night. That'll be the final game for them. As the first free throw for Stevens is no good. He'll get one more. Second free throw for Stevens, around and off, no good. Rebound pulled off by Orono. Red Riots into front court with it, off in the corner. Cohen Corriveau just checking the game for the Red Riots. Off to LaBelle. LaBelle lost the handle, loose on the floor, tied up. The possession arrow favors the Red Riots, so Sands down on the floor along with LaBelle. The possession arrow will favor the Ponies.
Yeah, that's not going to be for the faint of heart, taking it in there. If you're going to go in there, you better go strong because there's going to be a lot of physical contact in there.
Off in the corner, Corriveau for Orono. Gives it down low. It's a kicked ball. So we'll stay with the Red Riots. 6:24 to go here in the first half. One more regular season game for us here on Eastern Maine Sports on Thursday night over in Dexter for Dexter PCHS boys. That'll get underway 6 o'clock start time. As a three-point try for Hughes comes up short. Long rebound chased out by Sickler of Foxcroft. Sickler waits for some teammates' help. It's McAfee. McAfee goes down the lane. He's going to be tagged from behind. So a foul on Orono.
Probably not a bad foul because, generally speaking, that's probably going to be 2 points. You know, if he gets that deep, if McAfee gets that deep into the lane, he's going to score.
So we'll stay here as the inbounds goes right to Sands, tips it up and in. So a set play, little alley-oop to Sands.
Well, nice play. If the defense turns their head, then that's going to be available.
He's got 4 points. Ponies back on top by 1. Corriveau for Orono. Brings it up top to Hughes. Sickler picks him up. LaBelle tries 3. Around the rim and off. No good. Rebound to Stevens. Stevens got good inside position. Sands and Sickler now for Foxcroft and over to McAfee. McAfee on the drive. Goes hard to the glass. Lays it up and in.
Yeah, you got to have a second man coming at him. If you're going to leave that one defender on an island like that, he's going to give up a lot of baskets. That might be what Coach Cotolo wants to talk about right now.
Yeah, timeout called by the Orono Red Riots as he'll take the full timeout. We want to thank Hammond Lumber Company, Rowell's Garage and Car Wash, Herring Brothers Meats, Governor's Restaurant, Angler's Restaurant, Gordon Contracting Inc., Slugger's Training Facility, Black Bear Crane, Ideal Energy Solutions, Millside Fitness, Jamie Gilbert, Associate Broker of Next Home Experience, Roundy's Paving, Sports Arena, and Pine State Nutrition for advertising with us and help making these games free and available to you. If your business wants to sponsor and get the best bang for your advertising buck, contact Mark at easternmainsports@gmail.com. 5:27 to play here in the first half, and not a ton of stuff decided, but Foxcroft starting to assert their will a little bit.
Well, I mean, I think what they've, Orono's relegated themselves to shooting the 3, and, they have no ability to really get the ball inside or take the ball to the basket. Brady Hughes has been bottled up, so he can't dribble drive and get into the lane that way, so that's opened things up for FA to get the ball and go and get a little transition and get some transition baskets.
5:27 to play here in the first half. 16-13, Foxcroft leading the Orono Red Riots. Hughes into the front court. As he gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell knocked away, stolen. Lennon McAfee with a steal. LaBelle gets back. McAfee to the glass, lays it in. Stole it, lays it in. So Lennon McAfee with 6 first half points. Ponies now lead it by 5. As Hughes gives it off to Corriveau. Now off into the corner, Mitchell. He'll settle for a 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Sands, and he loses it out of bounds. But you're right, as far as Coach you just mentioned, at Orono settling for that 3-point shot. When it goes, it's great. When you miss them, it makes for a long game.
Exactly, and they're not making them right now.
Bergen Soderberg to inbound. Goes into the backcourt to Hughes. Hughes now with LaBelle of Orono off in the corner, Corriveau. Ball stolen by Ivo Dinev. Dinev takes it to the right side. He'll lay it up off the glass, no good. Sands with the rebound. The putback goes.
Now you can't afford a turnover. Not against this Foxcroft Academy team.
Ponies on a little 7-0 run here. They've got the lead. 20-13. LaBelle drives baseline. Ball thrown away. Stolen by Dinev. Dinev looks to push. We're halfway through the second quarter. Foxcroft with a 7-point advantage. Here's Sands. Barrow going to the glass, lays it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Orono. Red Riots want to push. Up ahead of the pack, it goes to Soderberg to the glass, lays it in. That's the best transition hoop he's had. So Soderberg with the bucket. Coach Charles Beal takes a timeout. There's a couple subs coming in the ball game for the Red Riots. As Allen coming back in the game. Also, number 20, Johnny Jones back in. Looks like Beckham Aid will check in for Foxcroft Academy. A pivotal final 3:48 here in the first half.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Orono wants to be careful they don't give Foxcroft too much separation. You know, you don't want to do that at home. And that last basket was probably the easiest basket they've had since the first 4 minutes of the game. So they'll take it. Still only a 5-point game, so it's, you know, there'll be some ebb and flow here. There'll be some back and forth. You know, both teams have enough offensive talent so that I don't think one team's going to run away from the other one.
Ponies leading it by 5. 3 minutes, 48 seconds to play here in the first half from Foxcroft Academy. We're glad you can be with us on Monday night for Foxcroft, final night of the regular season. For Orono, they still have Old Town left. They'll play them on Wednesday. Pony ball coming out of the timeout. So for Foxcroft, they get Aid back in the game. Dinev, Sands, McAfee, and Stevens. So a fairly big lineup here for Foxcroft.
See if they try to go inside.
Stevens down in the low block. Here's Aid. Aid to Sands. Sands open for 3. Too hard. Ball saved in by McAfee, but it comes right into Allen.
A little bit of zone that time by the Red Riots.
Pushing to the front court. Hughes to Allen. Up fakes and drives. Kicks it out. Mitchell. Mitchell picks up the dribble and gives it out to Allen. He's left open. Allen for 3. It's off the back rim. No good. As Mitchell tries to save it in, but steps out of bounds. Aiden Sickler coming back in for the Ponies here in just a moment. Sands has it for Foxcroft with 3:15 to play in the half. Here's Sickler. Now with Dinev off on the baseline, it goes to Sands. They'll swing it back up top. McAfee's got it with 3:04 to go in the half. McAfee to Sickler. Ponies patient on this possession. Again, playing, facing the zone here, the Red Riots. McAfee knocks the ball. It goes out of bounds off his fingertips, so it'll go back over to Orono.
Well, an unforced error. It's going to happen. You're going to make mistakes, but this zone has changed things up here a little bit.
Brady Hughes for the Red Riots. Gives it off. Bergen Soderberg for 3. Too hard. And that one goes out of bounds. The Red Riots have only hit 1-3. It was Soderberg early on. Everything else has been either a little too long, a little too short.
Well, and they've taken at least 8 or 9 other ones. So either those got to start falling or they got to find a way to get the ball inside.
This is Dinev. Swings it off to McAfee. Open, three-point try. Got it.
They were doing a pretty good job on that zone of knowing where the shooters were and basically backing off the non-shooters, except that time right there. They gave, probably the most deadly shooter a wide open look.
So McAfee hits the three. He's got 9 first half points. It's up to an 8-point Pony lead, 23-15. Mitchell with it for the Red Riots. Off to Jones. Off the screen, comes off to Brady Hughes. Sickler on him. Reach-in foul on Sickler. That'll be his second. So he has 2 and Sands has 2. Both have been playing very well as Sands picked up 2 early ones in the first quarter.
Now that was unnecessary foul. I mean, that's basically a reach-in foul. You're going to get that called every time, but he had pretty good position. He was doing a pretty good job.
Stevens and Smith checking back in. Inbounds pass comes in. In the corner, three-point try. That one missed. Rebound pulled off by Hunter Stevens. Stevens down court, gives it up to Lennon McAfee. McAfee to Dinev. Off in the corner to Aid. Aid drives, goes right by his man, lays it in. So Aid with a lay-in. Here's Mitchell. Gives it off to Allen, loose on the floor, picked up by McAfee of Foxcroft with a minute to play in the half. Nice pass down court to Dinev. Layup comes up a little too short, and the rebound pulled off by Orono. Down court, the runner, no good. Rebound pulled off by Stevens. So back and forth we go. As you had talked about it was going to be an up and down game, and it has been so far. This one out of bounds. Red Riots need a hoop.
Well, I'm not so sure the Red Riots really mind that at this point. I mean, I think transition might open up some chances to score. If you're Foxcroft, I mean, you stop them on their transition, probably would have been better served to pull that ball back, set up their offense, because you can really get yourself some significant separation here. 10 is right now, but you got enough time to get up by 12 or 14 even.
Red Riots with the basketball. Wesley Krause gives it along the baseline to Allen. Allen swings it off in the corner. Open three-point try, swish. Jason Curley coming off the bench. Well, good way to get yourself a little playing time.
Well, and I think that's why he's in the game, because he can shoot that ball right there, and they haven't had much luck from three-point range.
They're staying in the 2-3 zone, trying to guard against the outside shot. And they have a little bit of a height disadvantage as well when Stevens and Sands are in the game. 5 seconds to work with. Off to Dinev for three. Yes.
Now those are the two you can't give that three up to those two. You got to make it be one of the other people.
So Ivo Dinev hits the three-point shot, and the Ponies will go into the locker room with a 10-point halftime lead. Your score at the half: the Foxcroft Ponies 28, the Orono Red Riots 18. We'll take a timeout. Come back with halftime right after this on Eastern Maine Sports. You can come out to midcourt, folks. Come on up to midcourt. Our next cheer senior is Susie LaBrie, along with her parents Roxana and Richard. Our next cheer senior is Ashlyn Majou, along with her mother Brittany and Renee and grandmother Barbara. Lily Mikowski, along with her parents Teresa and Joe. Our next senior is Chantel Nguyen, and representing her tonight, her dorm parent, Mr. Pratt. Our next cheer senior is Kate Sheridan, along with her mother Heather and Travis, father Josh and Ashley, and brother Otto. And our final senior is Chip Thon, along with her dorm parent, Mr. Pratt. Next up is our indoor track team. We have two seniors on the indoor track team. Our first senior is Connor Donahue, along with his parents Devin and Scott, and brothers Weston and Sawyer. And our final senior on the indoor track team is Filippo Spinetta, and representing him tonight is dorm parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mallory. And we have two seniors in the Foxcroft Academy pep band. Addie Guthrie and her parents Josh and Tara, and siblings Nolan and Layla. And our final senior tonight for the band is Jaden Seaman. And with him tonight is mom Laura, stepdad Craig, and his grandparents Cheryl and Steve. Let's have another round of applause for our Foxcroft Academy cheerleaders, indoor track members, and our pet band members on their senior game here this evening. We thank you very much. And now the Foxcroft Academy cheer team has a small halftime routine.
Sweatshirts, jackets, hats, baby clothes, and much more. Get your Eastern Maine sports merch at www.bonfire.com/store/eastern-maine-sports or at easternmainsports.com. Wide selection of items available with more being added frequently.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn, make sure to call Next Home Experience Realtor Jamie Gilbert. Give her a call at 207-343-1215 and get started on finding your dream home today.
And softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience. From batting cages to advanced technology, Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Building or remodeling a home or office and need electrical work? Call Ideal Energy Solutions. Ideal Energy Solutions is ready to wire your building right. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market along with a slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plants. Herring Brothers has all sorts of meats from already pre-cut all the way to cutting it right on the spot for you. Also, while you're there, don't forget to try their wicked good beef jerky that is made right in Guilford, Maine. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Rouse Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Rouse Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Get ideas and inspiration before your next building project even begins at Hammond Lumber Company. Create your vision when you explore Hammond's extensive in-store showroom displays, showcasing innovative trends from industry-leading suppliers and designers. Your Hammond sales rep will help you find the look you like, and Hammond's design team will help you make it your own. And Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For your next building project, find your vision at Hammond Lumber Company.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition. Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity, protein, and so much more. Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
Hungry for seafood? Anglers has you covered, from fried clams to lobster rolls, and all your Maine favorites. Visit anglersseafoodrestaurant.com for our full menu. Maine fans know, it's always Angler's time.
Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today.
Hungry? Governor's has you covered. Breakfast before the game, dinner after the buzzer, and dessert anytime. Dine in, grab it to go, or get it delivered with DoorDash or the Governor's app. Visit governorsrestaurant.com for more information.
All right, back at Foxcroft Academy, Toby Nelson, the coach Peter Murray. We get set to start the second half. Colton Coro running camera for us. Kelsey Limoges is our producer. We appreciate all her hard work behind the scenes. As the opponents have the ball to start the second half, in the corner, it's Pregame for three, off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Orono. This is taken out by Brady Hughes. Hughes gets it inside to Allen, tipped away. Jones has it for the Red Riots, and now out to Hughes. Hughes pulls up, foul line jumper, rattles in and out as Allen tries to save it. It's pulled down by Sickler of Foxcroft. Head of the pack, now stolen back by Brady Hughes.
Now, it's important for Orono to get off to a good start here in the third quarter. Don't let this thing get away from him.
Yeah, Hughes starts it well as he'll go to the glass and lay it in. He's got 6 points here. And the Red Riots cut it back to 8 as we start the third quarter from Foxcroft. Final night of the regular season for the Ponies. Down low to Sands. Sands swings it back up top, Sickler. Sickler weaves his way down court, misses. Rebound pulled down. Smith has it, tied up. Possession arrow goes to Orono. So the Red Riots will have it on the possession, but you're right, the first 4 minutes of this one's going to be a big deal for the Red Riots.
Absolutely. I mean, if Foxcroft was to push this out to, 12, 15 points, it'd be an awful hard comeback at that point. They're still within striking range now, down 8.
Hughes has it for the Red Riots. Allen sets a screen for him. Hughes gets off balance. Shot comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Sands. Sands doesn't have numbers coming into the front court, and a reach-in foul on Hughes. So foul goes on Hughes. That'll be his first. Sands to inbound it here for Foxcroft. In the corner, it's Aid for three. That one's good. There's a foul underneath. Basket's going to count. Foul will go underneath on Foxcroft. So the three-point try is going to count. And Dinev's going to check in. The foul on Foxcroft went on Sickler. That'll be his third.
Yeah, and that's why he's going to go to the bench.
So Dinev back in. The three for Aid. Makes it 31-20 in favor of Foxcroft. Goes down low to Allen. Allen, kick out. As a traveling violation on Hughes. So Hughes with the turnover.
Trying to do a little bit too much. Foxcroft did a nice job of shutting down his lane to the basket, but he was bound and determined he was going to get in there, but it cost him a turnover.
Here's McAfee. Step back. It's Sands. Jumper's good. So Sands with a bucket.
Now we're a basket or two away from the separation we were just talking about. So important for Orono this trip to get a basket.
They look down low for it. It's going to be knocked away, but back up top. Yeah, this is a big one because it's a 13-point game right now. Pretty much a tipping point for the Red Riots. Ponies want to add to it. As Curley for three comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Sands. Sands racing down court for Foxcroft. Gives it out to McAfee. He's open for three. Off the side of the rim, no good. The rebound pulled off by Orono.
Yeah, and they dodged a bullet there.
Left him wide open. Sands with 8 points in the game. 33-20 in favor of Foxcroft. 5 minutes to play in the third. Curley gives it up top to Soderberg. As Coach Catala has some shooters in the game right now. They got to get some points on the scoreboard. Allen goes up with it in the lane. Shot is good. He gets the friendly roll. Allen with 8 points. He's matched what Sands brings to the table right now. This is Dinev for Foxcroft to Aid. Aid call for the double dribble. He went up for the shot, and he got a hand in his face, and then had to put it back down. So it's turned over and back to the Red Riots.
Man, we're just kind of matching baskets at this point, so this is not going to be good enough for Orono. They're going to need defensive stops, and they need to score as well.
As we get a whistle, it's going to be Orono ball. Checking back in is LaBelle. Amari LaBelle checking in, and checking out for Orono is Johnny Jones. Orono to inbound. Soderberg into LaBelle. Backcourt. Hands it off to Hughes for the Red Riots. Orono sitting at number 7 in the latest heel points. Foxcroft number 4. And it looks like the Ponies are kind of entrenched in that 4 spot. There not enough heel points left for them to get to 3, and doesn't look like anyone can catch them from behind. LaBelle, 4:14 to play in the third quarter. Gives it out to Curley. Curley knocked away from behind and stolen by Sands. Sands gives it behind the back off to Smith. The layup goes. A little behind the back action. So Landon Smith with a bucket. Ponies back up by 13. LaBelle. Hughes, corner. LaBelle's got it back. He drives baseline, shovels it off to the corner. Curley for 3, rattles it home.
Had to have it, and now we're right back where we started. Back with a 10-point lead, but they've, been able to shave 5.5 minutes off the clock.
It was 28-18 at the half, 35-25 right now. Smith out to McAfee. 3:18 to play in the third quarter. As McAfee tries to spin, lost the ball, picked up by Orono, taken out by Curley. Gives it to Hughes. Now the Red Riots run to front court. Dinev picks him up. Off on the near side, Soderberg goes down low to Allen. Allen spins. We get a whistle and a flopping violation on Sands. So that's going to be, we have one apiece now. Allen, and it was Allen against Sands the last time, right?
Yeah, I think it was a good call, to be honest with you. I think it was a good call. There was maybe a little contact there, but not nearly enough to do what it appeared to be.
Sub coming in is Isaiah Ugbaro checks in. So Orono ball. Inbounds pass comes in. LaBelle along the baseline, gives it back up. Soderberg knocked away and stolen by Smith. Smith lays it up, no good. Didn't have the follow, yes. So Isaiah Dinev with the lane. He's got 10 points. 37-25. Foxcroft by 12 with 2:38 to play in the third quarter. Curley open for another 3. Got another one. Well, that's his spot.
That's where he's at. That's why he's in the game, and he started this half. So obviously Coach Catola knew that he needed to have another option out there.
That's down to 9, so they've shaved 1 point off, but still a long way to go with 2:20 to play in the third quarter. McAfee steps back. He'll try 3, and he answers back. So Lennon McAfee for 3, back up to a 12-point lead. Hughes for the Red Riots. Now LaBelle, shot blocked away by Sands, and it goes out of bounds. As coming in for Foxcroft, Hunter Stevens. Smith will check out. it comes into Bergen Soderberg. Ugbaro on him. 3-point drive by Soderberg's good. They've hit 3 of them here in this third quarter. It's got them back to within 9, but they still got a ways to go. This is Sands. Works it down low. McAfee along the baseline. Stripped away by Soderberg. So Soderberg up ahead of the pack now to Hughes. Hughes gives it off. LaBelle down low to Allen. Allen to LaBelle. Little turnaround by Allen, shot no good. Stevens with the rebound. So Stevens pulls it down, gives it to Sands. Straight up, 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. They're going to pull the ball out here. As Ivo Dinev has it up in the center circle. Little four-corner action. Dinev now with McAfee. Ponies lead it by 9. McAfee to Sands. Sands has it for Foxcroft, guarded by LaBelle. And gives it back to Dinev. Dinev guarded by Hughes to Stevens. 20 seconds to go. Ponies have run a minute off the clock. McAfee doesn't need much room. Tries 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound boxed around, still loose on the floor. Picked up by Orono with 5. Off to Hughes. Hughes running into the front court. Hughes lost the handle, picked up by Ugbaro, and that's how the third quarter ends here from Foxcroft Academy. After 3, Foxcroft 40, Orono 31. We'll take a timeout, come back with fourth quarter action after this on Eastern Maine Sports.
And softball training facility has the perfect gift for the budding all-star on your holiday shopping list. Give the gift of training. Sluggers offers both group and one-on-one lessons for all levels. Give the gift of experience. From batting cages to advanced technology, Sluggers is the perfect place to get practice and improve skills. Give the gift of competition. Joining a travel team at Sluggers is a great way to learn and grow with new friends. You're sure to hit it out of the park when you give the gift of Sluggers.
Ral's Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. From selling you a vehicle to servicing your vehicle, Ral's Garage will treat you like you are the only customer. While you're there, check out their state-of-the-art automatic car wash. Ral's Garage, call them at 207-564-3434 or visit them at 191 East Main Street in Dover Foxcroft, Maine.
Back at Foxcroft Academy, we get set to start the fourth quarter of play. Well, Coach, they shaved 1 point off the lead, Orono did. It's 40-31. I got a ways to go, but they got to keep hitting shots, I guess, right?
Well, they're lucky to get that because there was a couple different times that Foxcroft felt like they were starting to, pull away a little bit. So they're going to have to be careful here in the first couple minutes, and hopefully they can be close enough to hang around and maybe make something happen at the end.
So with it for Foxcroft Academy, Isaiah Ugbaro gives it to Sands. Sands goes down low to Stevens. Stevens along the baseline, shot no good. Ugbaro pulls down the board, got by his man, puts it up and in, and draws the foul. So he'll head to the free throw line here for one shot. Foul on Orono's Jason Curley, his first. Ponies go back on top by 11. As the free throw off the back rim, no good. McAfee, the rebound, the stick back. 14 points for McAfee. 44-31. Foxcroft leading it by 13. And we got a double foul. Stevens and Allen. And it was funny, we were kind of talking off air. A lot of pushing and shoving going on underneath, so they're going to call it on both of them. They wouldn't release. So it goes on Allen and on Stevens. For Allen, his third. For Stevens, his first. And it'll go to, I believe, a jump ball, so Orono will get the possession of the ball. Hughes for Orono. Pass inside, Allen. Swings it back up top. LaBelle, whistle, travel. So we said Orono shaved off a point. Well, Foxcroft says, the heck with that. They put it back up 4 more points.
Well, it's basically, and LaBelle that time showing us that he's still a freshman. There's still some freshmen in him. Probably had an open 3. In this stage of the game, probably the open 3 is better than taking into the basket for the 2. But he's going to go to the bench. He's learning, be a more experienced player the next time out.
This is Sands for the Foxcroft Ponies. Goes baseline to Stevens. Stevens spins in the lane, puts the shot up, no good, but draws a foul. Strong move there by Hunter Stevens. So he'll to the free throw line for a couple. Foul one on Matt Allen. That's his 4th. As the free throw is no good. He'll get one more. And the second shot is off the rim, no good. So missed them both there that time. Down low, Allen up with a shot. It's good. And the foul goes on Hunter Stevens. A turnabout fair play, I guess.
Nice pass. I mean, we got a sub into the game for Orono.
Cohen Corriveau
made a nice driving move, and I think he knew the play was going to develop exactly like it did. Nice layoff for an and 1.
Allen's free throw does not get the roll. Rebound comes down to Stevens. So it stays an 11-point game with 6:45 to play in this one. On the baseline, it's Sickler. Whistle, and get a timeout called by Foxcroft Academy. So the Ponies take a 30-second timeout. With 6 minutes and 37 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter, Foxcroft leading it by 11 over the Orono Red Riot. So for Foxcroft, they just want a good value possession here and see if they can get a basket to show for it.
Well, I mean, I think the player of the game so far for me anyway has been Aiden Sickler and his defense on Brady Hughes. I mean, Brady Hughes is such a terrific player, and he showed you in the first quarter early in the game. He can do a lot of damage when he gets it going, and since that early 4-minute stretch when he had a couple baskets, he's really been pretty quiet up until this point. So give credit to that, because a lot of times we focus on the scorers and who's rebounding, those kind of numbers. But the defensive guys, every team's got one. Every team's got a defensive stopper, their number 1 guy, and they always have the toughest guard every night. So he's done a great job tonight.
Yeah, held Hughes to just 6 points. As Sickler to inbound. Comes in long to McAfee. 6:35 to play. Goes down low, looking for Sands. It's batted out of bounds. Goes off of Orono. It'll stay with Foxcroft Academy. Pony ball. So McAfee on the inbounds pass. Long into Sickler. Sickler picks up the dribble. Down inside, Stevens puts the shot up, does not get the roll. Came up a little short, rebound comes off to Hughes. Hughes with a crossover, goes to the glass, up and under, shot no good. Fight for the rebound as it's loose on the floor, tied up. Possession arrow to Orono, so Red Riot ball. The sub coming in for Foxcroft, Ivo Dinev checking in, and Hunter Stevens will check out. Orono ball, 6:05 to play in this one. Corriveau to inbound for the Red Riots, in the corner to Curley. Gives it off. Soderberg passes inside. Allen goes up with a shot, gets it to go.
Yeah, nice. Penetration's usually good. I mean, if you can get penetration, you're going to make something good happen. Got it down to 9, so they're still hanging around.
12 points for Allen. Here's McAfee. Tries to pass it down inside to Ugbaro, knocked away and stolen. Taken out by the Red Riots. Brady Hughes gives it off. Corriveau swings it to the corner. Curley, another 3. Got another one.
That's his spot.
That's his 4th of the game, and a timeout called by Foxcroft. And Coach, we're down to a 6-point ball game.
Well, I mean, 6 points with 5.5. I mean, that's well within reach. Orono just picking it up on the defensive end a little bit, making plays, and then most of their offense right now is coming out of transition. They got them in transition, and they're finding open shooters, got the right shooters in the game. Early in the game where they were missing those threes, now they're making them. And it's whether they can crawl all the way back, it's still to be seen, but it'll make for an interesting finish.
Ponies led by 9 after the third quarter, and it's cut down to 6 right now after a couple big 3-point shots. Lennon McAfee leading Foxcroft with 14 points. Ivo Dinev with 10, and 8 in the game for Lucas Sands. For the Orono Red Riots, it's Matt Allen with 12. Jason Curley now with 12. He matches Allen. That's on 4 3-pointers. Bergen Soderberg with 8, and Brady Hughes with 6.
Brady Hughes with 6 when I think he averages somewhere in the 20s. So, I mean, he's 14 points below his average, but he's also the kind of guy that draws a lot of attention, and these guys are open on the outside around him because they're trying to stop him.
So out of the timeout with 5.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Pony ball, leading by 6. Lead has been as many as 13 in the game for Foxcroft. Orono had an early 5-point lead, but that was really it. Foxcroft was able to chip that away pretty quickly. This is Sickler. Now with Dinev for the Foxcroft Ponies. Picks up the dribble and gives it to McAfee. Foul line to Sands. Right back to McAfee. Backs his way down. We get a jump ball. Possession stays with Foxcroft. Ponies inbound along the baseline. Pregame to inbound. Long inbounds pass into Sands. He goes into the backcourt to pick it up. They'll give it to Sickler. Pregame. Good spin move by Aid to the glass. Lays it up and in. He's got 7 points.
Now it's a senior on a sophomore. So he knows where he wanted to go with it, and he's able to physically just power his way there.
Corriveau picks up the dribble. Looking back door to Hughes. The catch. The layup goes.
Somewhere in here, Orono's going to have to find stops. They have to get stops.
McAfee tries to answer back. Backs his way down. Gets the shot off the glass and in. That one was too easy for him. McAfee was 16 now.
Yeah, much too easy.
Back up to an 8-point lead here. Corriveau sets a screen for Hughes. McAfee. Bounce pass inside to Allen. Lays it up and in.
He's been the benefactor of a lot of nice dump-offs.
You had mentioned Hughes, he draws 2 and 3 guys at a time. Here's Sands. I say let him shoot. He decided not to inside. McAfee gets underneath, lays it up, no good. Got his own rebound ripped away. Loose on the floor, picked up McAfee, off the glass and in. And the foul. Foul on Orono goes on Brady Hughes. That's his 2nd. 4th on the team. McAfee to the free throw line to try to cap off a 3-point play, and Johnny Jones checking in for Orono. McAfee is yet to attempt a free throw here tonight. But again, 18 points for him. That's all unofficial. As McAfee's free throw is good. 51-42, so just like that, it's back up to a 9-point lead. Corriveau for Orono.
Every possession now, Orono really has to score on virtually every possession.
Ball knocked away, stolen by Sickler, gives it out to Aid, and he's fouled. Foul on Hughes. Aid goes to the free throw line for 2. So 2 shots coming here for Beckham Aid. 7 points in the ball game for him. One of the 8 Foxcroft seniors on their roster. As the first free throw rounded in. Aid to get one more. Second shot on the way is good. Ponies back on top by double figures now. 53-42, 3.5 minutes to play. Hughes for Orono. Down the lane, he's fouled. That'll send Hughes to the free throw line for a couple. Foul on Sands. That's his third, but remember, he picked up 2 quick ones. He's played very well with the 2 fouls.
Yeah, and, this is the one thing you really don't want to do if you're FA, though, is you don't want to give Orono a chance to score points with the clock not moving. So for Orono, they're going to be looking to take the ball to the basket pretty regularly now and either get fouled or kick for threes because they need to make up significant ground here in a relatively short period of time. It'd be interesting to see what Foxcroft does if they continue to try to score or whether they're going to maybe try to freeze the ball here a little bit.
Girls basketball score for you tonight. George Stevens girls beat Dexter 44-38, so a close one over to Tigertown. Second free throw is good. 2 of 2 at the line. Coach Ed Catala calls a timeout with 3:25 to go. So probably telling them the same things, that they've got to take advantage of it and play defense in this possession.
Well, we mentioned in the pregame that this game may not really make all that much difference to either team. They're not going to move up or move down probably. They're pretty locked into the spots they're in, but this is a great opportunity. This is like teaching for the tournament. This is really what this amounts to, because this could be your scenario in the tournament, and you don't want to be down there talking about it for the very first time, on the cross center floor. You want to have this all worked out. This is what we're trying to do. This is what we should be trying to do. And he has some young players. He's got some veterans, but he also has a lot of young players that don't have that kind of experience that Brady Hughes has, and some of the seniors, Soderberg, those guys that played on the state championship teams, So great teachable moment on both sides, and that's why I say it'd be interesting to see what FA does, whether they want to try to freeze the ball here a little bit. And I don't know. I've seen Foxcroft play a number of times. I don't know if they have a delay game. I haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? There hasn't been a situation for it.
They needed it, right, yeah.
But this might be it right here. So this might be a great chance to work on it and practice it.
So the Ponies come out of the huddle. It'll be their ball, Foxcroft ball. It's Sands, McAfee, Aid, Dinev, and Sickler out there for the Ponies. It's Curley, Corriveau, Jones, Hughes, and Allen for the Orono Red Riots. McAfee drives, lost the handle as it goes out of bounds, and it's off of Orono. So Pony ball. As Aid gets it in, Sands is tipped out of bounds off of Orono, so it'll stay with the Foxcroft team. Aid tries to inbound it. Looked at the ball hit the back of the backboard, but either way, it came down to Orono. So turned over, back to the Red Riots. Here's Allen up top for 3. Swish.
Now that shot, that 3-point shot, changes the game, because now we're down to a 6-point lead with 3 minutes to go. There's plenty of time.
He's got 17 points in this one. McAfee catches off the glass and in, so the Ponies answer back with a 3-point play. .21 now for Lennon.
And he's going to have a decided size advantage. I mean, Soderberg was guiding him, and that was kind of even that side height advantage. Soderberg on the bench now, so clear advantage for the Ponies, and they went right to it.
Foul on Hughes is his 4th. And the free throw around the rim and off, no good. Sands pulls down the board for Foxcroft, swings it out to Sickler. Now McAfee wants 3, yes. He missed the foul shot, hit the 3. He'll take that any day.
Back to 11.
58-47. 2.5 to play. Ball tipped away from behind, picked up, swung into the corner. Curley catches 3, missed. First one I think he's missed. And the rebound pulled down by Foxcroft. Here's Sands. Now Foxcroft will pull it out to a 4-corner set.
Well, and it's, smart basketball. This is tournament basketball. You got to be able to play in these kinds of situations.
8 off to Sickler. Now we get a foul. It goes on Curley. So at the free throw line, shooting 2 now for Foxcroft, Aiden Sickler with 1:54 to play. An 11-point ball game. So a different game than what we saw down at Orono as far as the intensity.
Yeah, for sure.
With the players that were able to be here for the Red Riots tonight. First free throw good for Sickler. But it may still be the same outcome when it's all said and done. Foxcroft with a 12-point lead with just under 2 to go.
Well, they jumped out to that lead early in the game, and they've just kind of maintained it from that point forward, so another day in a different environment, and hard to say what would happen if these two teams met again, and they very well might.
13-point advantage. Here's Allen off to Hughes. Hughes drives the lane, comes up short, rebound to Sands. Sands gives it out to Sickler. And a foul on Johnny Jones. That'll send Sickler to the free throw line. But with 1:33 to go, now you're starting to talk about, risk versus reward with the fouls.
Yeah, I mean, the strategy is pretty simple at this point. You got to foul and hope they miss free throws. Yeah. I mean, it's that simple.
Sickler at the line to shoot 2. He was just 2 of 2 for the Ponies. First one on the way for him comes up short. They'll get one more.
The Riots had a moment there when they hit the 3 and cut it to 6 with 3 to go. That was their moment. They had to have a stop that time and then score on the other end. And
instead, Foxcroft came down and got the N1 with McAfee, and that kind of sealed the deal. Second shot for Sickler is good. 61-47, Foxcroft. Minute and a half to play. Hughes off to Corriveau. Again, remember, and we get a double dribble called on the Red Riots. Orono still has one game to go. They'll play Old Town on Wednesday. That'll be the final night of the regular season for them. This is Foxcroft's final game of the regular season.
Now, Coach Catola is, choosing to go these last 4 or 5 minutes without Soderberg on the floor. So, not sure what that's about, but I'm sure he has his reasons. But that limits Orono's offensive options. There's very limited options at that point. And so, we get the ball in the hands of people that are really on offensive threats, and Foxcroft's able to gobble them up.
Johnny Jones called for that foul, his second. Team is over the limit. McAfee back to the free throw line for 2 here for Foxcroft. As the first one on the way is good. $25 points in this one for McAfee. One more on the way. Second one's good. As Lennon McAfee will check out. 26 points for him in his regular season finale. Lucas Sands checks out. He'll finish out with 8. And checking in, Akram Nakwanzi and Grant Howard for Foxcroft. With 1:20 to play in a 16-point ball game. Not going to feel like a 16-point win probably, but it still is a win.
Hey, win's a win. It doesn't make any difference whether it's 1 point or 20 points.
Off in the corner, Curley for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Corriveau, off to Allen. Now with Hughes with 1 minute to go. Hughes drives, puts it up, shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Nakwanzi. Sickler's got it with 45 seconds, gives it off to Howard with 40 seconds to go. I don't think Orono's going to foul at this point.
No, they throwing up the white flag, and rightfully so, and just finish this game out.
As Foxcroft with Sickler, knocked away and stolen. Taken out by Orono. Corriveau underneath the basket, swings it out to Hughes. Step back, three-point try, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Howard. And that should just about do it with 13 seconds to play in this one. Howard backs it off. Foxcroft Academy will finish out the regular season with a win. 14-4 will be the final mark for the Ponies, and they will head on to the Cross Center as it looks like the number 4 seed in the upcoming Class C playoffs. Final score tonight here from Foxcroft. The Ponies 63, the Orono Red Riots 47. We'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap things up from Foxcroft after this on Eastern Maine Sports.
Get hydrated and energized and feel fantastic at Pine State Nutrition. Whether you're an athlete, a workaholic, or a parent on the go, we have something for everyone. Get your tea or shake filled with healthy energy, hydration, immunity, protein, and so much more. Healthy starts here at Pine State Nutrition on Broadway in Bangor.
Sweatshirts, jackets, hats, baby clothes, and much more. Get your Eastern Maine Sports merch at www.bonfire.com/store/eastern-maine-sports or at easternmainsports.com. Wide selection of items available with more being added frequently.
Are you looking for the perfect house? Well, look no further than Next Home Experience Realtor, Jamie Gilbert. Jamie covers the greater Bangor area all the way up to Greenville. She offers superior personal service before, during, and after your transaction. So if you are in the greater Bangor area and you see Luke the next home dog on a lawn,
back at Foxcroft Academy on the postgame show, the Foxcroft Ponies with a 63-47 win tonight over the Orono Red Riots. And speaking to a couple seniors here for Foxcroft Academy, Beckham Aid, the first one we'll talk to tonight. And Beckham, first of all, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's talk about this one coming in, 13-4 before tonight's game. And Orono's just been one of those teams that has been in the craw of Foxcroft for years.
Been there for years.
Tell us what the game plan was coming in tonight.
Limit 12 and 32 shots because they could single-handedly beat us, and keep it good on the defensive end, and the offense will come.
And you saw that happen out there. You hit a couple shots early on, got some things going, but with the way the team has played this year, it doesn't necessarily mean, Lennon had 25 tonight, but you don't necessarily need that all the time.
No, not all the time. We have scores. Lucas with rebounds and scoring. Lennon, Evo, me, Sickler, everyone can score at any time.
Let's flip to the defensive side of things tonight. You gave up 47 points to a pretty good Orono team tonight, so that's a good defensive effort for you guys.
Yes, we hang our hats on the defensive end. That's how practice is all day, and we usually don't really focus on offense. It's like defense, get stops, and we'll score.
And you did that here tonight. Now you got a little break, right?
Yeah,
a little bit of a break, but we can fall back and look at the regular season. Talk about the regular season and how it's gone.
Well, last year we only won 8 games, so this year was just a big jump. And for my senior year and the fellow seniors, it's been a lot of fun, for sure.
Well, we look forward to following you in the Cross Center, and you can say, you know what, we're going directly to the Cross Center, which is something that we haven't been able to say in a long time here at Foxcroft Academy. Beckham, congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice job. 9 points tonight for Beckham Aid of the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. We're going to get Lennon McAfee to jump in here in just a moment. Again, a 63-47 win for Foxcroft Academy as Lennon will join us. Lennon, go ahead and grab the headsets. You want to take a seat? You worked hard tonight. You can go ahead and sit down. First of all, you're going to be our Pine State Nutrition Player of the Game, so I want to give you that. Pine State Nutrition. Stop in at 720 Broadway and get your teas, shakes, and more. Let's talk about this one tonight. Just talked a little bit about with Beckham. Game plan coming into this way. What was Coach Beal, what was he harping on coming into this one?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was just being able to bring the intensity on defense mainly because our defense these past couple of games haven't been great. And our big thing going into the Cross Center is our defense is the only thing we can control, so that's something we really had to tune in on, and we were able to do that. But yeah, that was the big thing, just getting our defense back, because we thought near the back half of the season it was starting to slip, which slippage happens to teams, but we just had to figure it out going into the Cross.
And you had to figure, obviously, the first time around against Orono, they were down Hughes, he was hurt, had a few different things, so it was going to be a different team you played here tonight, but you still came out with that great defensive intensity.
Yeah, we knew, Brady's one of the best players in Class C, maybe in the state, so we had our matchups. We had to tune in on him the whole time. He still played a great game, but we just had to do what we could to contain him, and was able to get us the win. All props to Aiden Sickler. So
down the stretch, we'll talk about Aiden in a second. Down the stretch, Orono hit a 3 to cut it down to 6, but then you had the end one on the other end. What are you seeing at that point when you were, just give me the ball and let me go to work?
Yeah, I thought I had a favorable matchup, and I was going to be able to use that. And my team and my coach was looking for me to get the ball, and it's all credit to them for helping be able to get me the ball. So I really appreciate that from them.
Let's go back to Aiden Sickler, talking about him, his defensive effort tonight on Hughes. He did a great job holding him. I think it was 8 points. He's well under his season average.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Aiden Sickler, going into the season, I mean, watching him play from freshman and sophomore year, we knew he was going to be one of the best defenders in the class. Me personally, I think he's top 3, along with Lucas. Lucas played a great game, but his intensity on the perimeter defense is just something that really can't be replicated.
So now you can take a breath. 14-4 in the regular season. Just give me a quick synopsis of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had our hardships. I mean, obviously we had a pretty tough schedule, but we were able to battle through that. Played some teams above our class, and we just worked hard all season. I mean, we all knew what dropping down to Class C, the potential we had, and we just rode that motivation. So
now you got a chance to go to Bangor, huh?
Yeah, feels good.
Look forward to watching you down there.
Thank you.
Lennon McAfee, our player of the game. Congratulations, 25 points here tonight, and good luck to your ponies as you got 2 weeks off now before you have to play another meaningful game. But I'm sure Coach Beal will have you ready.
Oh yeah, he will.
Awesome. Great. Hand the headset over to Coach Beal if you would, and we'll have a chance to talk to him. It's his final night of the regular season. Coach, take a seat. You've dodged me for too long. You've dodged me for too long this year, and I'm not going to let you dodge me on the last game of the regular season. First of all, your suit game here is it's pretty class.
I learned from the best, Coach. It was, I think this came directly out of your closet.
It might have. Let's talk about this one here tonight, Coach. Orono, you played him the first time this season, and they were down Hughes, down a couple other players, so you knew it was going to be a different game here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I've told my guys, I think Brady Hughes is one of the top players in our league, certainly, and just being able to play against players like that, I think it just builds our intensity level up. Either we're going to rise to the occasion, or those guys are going to beat you. And Brady still played a phenomenal game, but I think we made everything a little bit difficult for him. He's a special player, but I thought, 2 of our guards, Aiden Sickler and Ivo Denev, I thought they played really well, defensively sound. I think we've talked about it before. It's not easy going over top every ball screen, right? Fighting through that physically, it wears you down. And if you're not disciplined, then through the course of a game, it's just, mentally you're just not going to be able to get a lot of defensive stops against players like that. So the whole team defense was able to get back to where we needed it today. So it was nice to see.
Offensively, obviously, Lennon led the way. But not all his points came easy. He's got to work for a lot of the stuff he gets.
Yeah, we don't like that too much. We don't like too much dribbling today. That's going to be one of the things that we work on in the next 2 weeks. Not a lot of flow to the offense, and that's something we really need to correct, because if we're just relying on ISO ball and hero ball really to win games in playoffs, that's just not how you win games in the postseason. So a lot of things to work on, but a lot of good performances today. I thought Beckham did very well on offense, commanding it. He had a couple of big shots, but a couple of big passes to the post. And again, that's where we like to go as much as we can, play inside out on offense. But it all starts with being able to move in the right positions and set screens off the ball, which we struggled at today.
I know you got a lot more work to do, but let's talk about the season now. 14-4, great record in Class C. You've met all the challenges that have come along. You've seen guys get better. You've had some guys step into roles you maybe didn't expect. Just talk about the season in general and what it means to you and the rest of this team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the team is, it's special because everybody wants to play, and we have the luxury this year of having depth, and it's a long season. A lot of guys have played and stepped up in key minutes, and it's to go forward. I mean, at FA, especially 14-win regular seasons aren't common, and so this is. I mean, it's a special group. But as I told them before, this is the last regular season game. This isn't our goal, right? To complete the regular season with 14 wins. But it's a long basketball in Maine in the wintertime. It's a long season, right? Ebbs and flows, and you're dealing with a lot of issues internally and externally, and being able to deal with the sickness that we've dealt with, to go be down players that we have been down in certain games. I think we've had a number of players come off the bench, and today in the second quarter when the game was tight tighter. Isaiah Ugboro comes off the bench and, didn't score too many points, but his presence and his physicality just changes the game. And we have the luxury of having guys like that off the bench to bring in, and just wanting to make an impact. Landon Smith played huge minutes tonight. That third quarter from him, some of the best basketball he's played in a Foxcroft uniform. And so, being able to have that depth in a long season to where we have guys with fresh legs right now, it's nice. And I know they're excited to get and have the opportunity to play in the postseason. But the season, I can't say how. And again, I want to give a shout out to my staff. I really believe around here I have the best assistant coaching staff you can make. And so, Drew Dankert has been with me 3 years, and he does a great job with the kids. Tony Heel on his second year, just a wonderful addition. And obviously Coach White with his pedigree and his experience coaching. We just have a really good staff, and they just from different backgrounds, and everyone on the staff has played a college sport, and so being able to have that experience in athletics and just the perspective to calm the guys down when the emotions get high, because we're emotional, is just invaluable to the team.
Well, it's been fun to watch here this year, and obviously you're not done now, but you can take a breath tonight and worry about the rest of it tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Dobie.
Coach, congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Been fun watching the ponies this year. We look forward to watching you down at the Cross Center in a couple of weeks, all right?
Thanks, Coach.
So that's Coach Charles Beal, the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Had a chance to talk with Becca Maid and also Lennon McAfee. Coach Peter Murray back here as we kind of wrap things up, put the end to a regular season for Foxcroft Academy. Big win tonight for Foxcroft because it gets them into the postseason going in the right direction.
Well, and everybody likes to finish on a win. I think both teams saw some things here tonight that some things that look good, some things that didn't work. Coaches will they'll make a little note of that in their memory bank in case these two teams meet again. It'd be a different day, but two good quality teams, two teams that are tournament ready, and this game tonight for sure had a tournament feel to it. That kind of intensity, but that's what the tournament's all about, is playing your best basketball at the right time, and Foxcroft is certainly playing very well right now.
Lennon McAfee finishing out with 26 points for Foxcroft, leading the way, and for the Orono Red Riots, 17 for Matt Allen, their team high. Orono still has one game left. They've got Old Town, so not all is lost for the Red Riots here. They still can get ready for some postseason basketball.
Well, and that's likely to give them a little momentum. That's going to be likely to be a feel-good win for them going into the tournament, and then they'll have a chance to have a little bit of a break so they can regroup. This season's really been kind of discombobulated for Orono. They're just trying to get into a rhythm with their top 5 or 6, 7 guys. They'll have a chance to do that over the next couple of weeks before the tournament actually starts.
So that's going to wrap things up here from Foxcroft Academy. A reminder, one more game here on Eastern Maine Sports coming your way on Thursday night, and it'll be the same crew. We'll be back on Thursday for PCHS and Dexter. Looking forward to ending the regular season on a high note over in Tigertown.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Eastern Maine Sports considers this the A team or I'm not sure how that
I don't
works. Know. I'd have to check the rankings on that, but that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun over there because that game, two local rivals, and might be a very meaningful game to both teams.
So we'll have that game for you on Thursday night, 6 o'clock start over at Dexter Regional High School. Again, that is going to wrap things up from Foxcroft. I want to thank our camera guy, Colton Coro, my producer tonight, Kelsey Limoges, broadcast partner, Peter Murray. Toby Nelson saying so long. Final score in this one, the Foxcroft Ponies 63, the Orono Red Riots 47. Good night from Foxcroft.